Hello motherfuckers, welcome back to motherfucking channel. Today we are reviewing Whitney Houston's I'm Your Baby Tonight album. Yes. It's been a hot minute since I've listened to Whitney or reviewed Whitney anything, so I'm glad to be back because I just like miss her voice in my life personally. I still do listen to songs from her debut album. I think it's just Whitney Houston. It's a self-titled album. Such an amazing debut and like stardom into this superstar. For me and her, like the album itself was a great debut for her and for a fan to just witness about what they're gonna get, like the growth and stuff. It was just so good. I'm very excited to just like step forward in her career. This is a step. This is a step right here. We're not in the 80s no more. We're in the 90s. This came out in 1990. So last year I heard All the Man That I Need. I don't think I reacted to it. I didn't react to it because my cousin actually put me onto the song. Like we were getting lit one night and like he turned on that song. I was like, hold on, wait. Because she was giving vocal. She was giving just such a beautiful, well done performance. I also seen a performance of her singing that song on, I don't know where it was, but I seen the performance video on Twitter. So I've already heard that song. So when I get to it, I'll give it a little more in-depth analysis. But let's get into this, you guys. Before I start, please like and subscribe. I know it's been a while since I've done a Whitney album, but you're not gonna have to keep waiting like you do. I'm trying to be more productive. So let's get into this. Okay, the first song is called I'm Your Baby Tonight. It's the titled song to this album. Let's go. Ooh. Oh. 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 That's good. This is giving me everything. Hold the phone! Oh! Baby tonight. You know what? I'm shook. I didn't know what to expect when I am coming into this album. First of all, because I've only ever heard one project from Whitney Houston. It was in the 80s. From the 80s to the 90s, going into like transitioning into different decades of music, sometimes artists don't take it the right way and they just are stuck with a certain sound, and I don't like that at all. I think that this song is a perfect song for like the first song on the album, just the intro for the album. Ooh. I am expecting more slow songs going more deeper into the album, but that was such a grand entrance. That song was just so electric and just so live. The vocals were there. And that was just the first song, you guys. Keep going. The next song is called My Name Is Not Susan. Okay, this has a little bit of 80s sound to it. Okay, she's telling a story. She's... Here we go. That was giving me Michael Jackson. I think because it has the jack swing sound for it, and Michael Jackson always used jack swing. I'm not comparing the two at all, because anybody can use jack swing. But that's what that was giving me, Michael Jackson. And I love Michael Jackson, first of all. Hey, second of all, that it was so, again, electric and live. But at the same time, it was a story within this just bad love story, basically. So basically, her man cheated on her with some broad named Susan. And he accidentally called her that, or said that name to her in his sleep, and maybe other times too, and she's just over it. Like, it's so disrespectful, and I'm just like, girl, cut him out. Like, no, if he's calling you other names, done. I think that was a good song. I think it was a 10 out of a 10. This album is building really well. All the Man That I Need is next, so she's not trying to go too hard. She's starting to open up her voice a little more. This is good. The rasp. That was disgustingly so good. Oh my god, I have like tears in my eyes. Well, I wasn't crying, but whoa, that was so emotional. Whitney, you're a queen. Forever a queen. Forever, forever, forever. Wow. There's still more left in a relationship, and the other person wants to throw it away. But she's like, if we give this time, I feel like we could be the greatest thing ever. And she's not willing to give that up. It speaks volumes. Like, the relatableness is just so out there. And this was giving me Boys to Men, like that 90s just vibe. And this was just shit. It's just such a pinnacle of what a 90s pop star, what you think a 90s pop star would sound like. A 90s superstar. I don't want to just put her in one category, you know. I don't know. I wasn't alive in 1990. I was born in 98. Overall, those vocals, that was giving me all the man that I need. That was giving me her like a song that just stands out for her. And why have I never heard anybody talk about this song? This is why I do these reviews. Because I know there's just songs hidden out there that are just so sickening. Those vocals were sick. I knew she was leading up to have that just overall just crazy ass ending. It really gave everything that I knew was coming. So the anticipation just like it had me going. Like, already that was making me emotional. The lyrics were making me emotional. Her energy that she was giving is just making me emotional, you guys. And I think that this is going to be, that's going to be top 3. As of right now, I'll just say top 3. Let's keep going. The next song is called I Belong to You. Ooh, this is more pop. Ooh. This is I love this melody that they have going. Okay, I Belong to You. Again, with the tranquil kind of sounding pop music. I don't know, that beat, it was just so chill and relaxing. It's so deep when you say that you belong to somebody or somebody belongs to you, because like that's just like, that's saying a lot. That's like saying, like, basically, like, if like saying I'm in love with you, like, that's a lot of people, that's pretty hard to say, like, and seriously mean it. It's basically kind of like that. Like, you're devoting yourself to this person. The way she delivers it is so sickening. So sickening. And again, it makes you want to be married or like in a relationship, like a healthy, just fun, fantastic, perfect relationship. Saying I've been to the bottom and I've been on top, but she's ready to just knock this out and just give it her all and just have it be the best relationship she's had. And that's powerful for somebody to say. For people that are just not like don't want to be in relationships, because relationships aren't for everybody, you know. And I think it's just powerful for people to express themselves with these songs, and not even just songs, like just expressing how a relationship doesn't define their life. There are people that do feel like that they need a relationship. If you do feel like that, that's fine, because I feel the complete opposite, you know? I just think that it adds to this album really well. And again, the album as a whole, right now, because there's still 4 songs left, it's 100% listenable all the way through so far. Let's keep going. The next song is called Who Do You Love? Okay. This is a tempo. Oh! Straight up, I want to be your girl. Ooh, that background voice. By the way, I'm looking down because I've been watching the lyrics this whole time. So if you see me looking down, this album is classified under pop on Apple Music. And that's exactly what this is giving me. It's giving me black pop queen. Like, I've said that before. Whitney Houston is definitely a pop queen, even though she does have R&B tracks and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter, because she's really good at mixing the two with her voice. And that's what My Name is Susan is giving me. And again, so much inspiration for the girls coming ahead. It's such a beautiful process to witness. But yeah, now this song is like kind of spectacular. Not kind of, it really is spectacular. The vocals on it are just sickening. And going back to that, she knows how to perform a song in the studio, just like she just knows how to sing a song. Singing, it just goes so much deeper. It's not just singing, it's the energy. It's the just overall enthusiasm for the music, and she really delivers on that, because I don't think that she writes her music, but she has that ability to take a song, any song, well, yeah, basically any song, because she can do a lot of genres. Usually with people that sing really good, can't delve into other genres all that well, because they just have a certain sound, and that's fine if it sounds good. Whitney is a whole different kind of artist. She can delve into pop, R&B, rap, hip-hop, like those kind of sounds, and it still sounds good because she knows how to perform a song. But overall, I do think this song, All the Man That I Need, is such a powerful love song. We're just not getting stuff like that nowadays in 2020 or 2021, and like, it's just like, child, I wish I was in the 90s. I really think that this album is going to be just like the pinnacle of 1990 and like push it, especially for female artists. Okay, let's keep going. The next song is called Lover for Life. Ooh. this is so tranquil. Oh, that horn. Or, that's not a horn. It's a saxophone. Oh. Oh, that's good. This just makes me want to get married, y'all. That song, first of all, that song was giving me more of a what is it? How do you say it? Psychedelic. That's how you say it. Psychedelic kind of like feel. A pop psychedelic genre, that is a thing. That's what that was giving me. It was just so like lightweight and just so fun and like, oh my god, this is such a good album. It has a great love aspect to it, you know. It just makes you, again, I said I wanted to get married while listening to it. That's just what it's giving me, and just so deeply like woven or spoken, honestly. Sentence me, I will be your lover for life. Like, those are marriage words right there. Like, that's your soulmate. I just think it's so beautiful. I don't know. I'm just, again, tranquil. But let's keep going. The next song is called Anymore. Let's go. Ooh. Why was that giving me 2000? Oh. So somebody's playing with her. This right here is so 90s. The way that the song ends and you could just hear her vocals like going out like just lower and lower. It's so satisfying because it sounds so good. Because she's not stopping her vocals. Like, she's not going down with the track. She's continuing to go. And I don't know, it just sounds so like bougie. That's the only word I can come up with. Or like expensive. This probably makes no sense to you, but it just sounds so like high up. Like, only girls that have the vocals can do that kind of stuff. And like, oh, it's just so sickening. That song was really giving me 80s. I did say at the beginning it was giving me 2000s, and I think 80s and the 2000s music is kind of mixed up a little bit, jumbled. But that was giving me 80s. I'm not really that kind of 80s kind of person. I'm just not into that kind of music. But this was delivering. It was good. It's not my favorite on the album. I'll be honest. It's definitely not my favorite. But I don't think that it takes away from the album. I think overall, the whole album so far is like, you can listen to each song, the whole album all the way through, is what I'm trying to say. I think that's what an album should be. It just wasn't my favorite. It was giving, the vocals were there, but personally, not my favorite. I want to know your guys' top 5. I do that at the end of all my videos, so let's keep going. The next song is called Miracle. Let's go. Ooh, this is a long one. It's already giving me ballad. We about to get a song. That it's just creeping. Oh. Oh. I love how she can continue to have fun. That is so important when making an album, because this song wasn't that serious. It was like, I mean, it kind of was, but like at the same time, it sounded just like really fun and upbeat. But she's basically saying, you like her or you like me, period. Figure it out, because I ain't gonna stay around you forever. You hear me? So she was basically giving him a choose either or type situation. And she's just not having it. She's like, she needs to be the only woman in this man's life. And it shows throughout a lot of these songs on this album, honestly. And she's just not having it. And as she shouldn't. A powerful black queen like her, no. What you're not going to do is play with my sister Whitney like she's not that bitch. Because I know Whitney Whoop. Huh? But let's keep going. The next song is called We Didn't Know. This is featuring Stevie Wonder. Ooh, it's giving me like sexy, erotic. Is that Stevie Wonder? Mm-hmm. He sounds good. The voices together. Ah, they keep going back and forth. He is singing. Oh, this breakdown. That was a perfect collaboration. It says duet, and yeah, we could call it a duet, but together they collaborated. I've never heard anything from Stevie Wonder ever. Like that was my first experience with him, and I didn't know that his voice sounded that good. That their voices sounded marvelous, spectacular together. I just think that they ate that up. Together though, and that was over 5 minutes long. Like they were using each other's energy, going back and forth, and the message overall to the song was just great. Like you can't ask for anything better. I really think that this is going to be one of the best albums from the 90s. I don't know, but let's keep going. The next song is called After We Make Love. Let's go. This is giving ballad. Oh, this is sick. This just makes me want to take a lighter and just wave your hand. Yes. Yes. That was sick. That again was giving me one of her best, like, vocally well done songs. The vocals were placed so well. The melodies that she uses and like takes over with the voice, it's so sick and twisted. He says, "There's no doubt in my mind I've been touched by all that heaven and earth will allow. All that matters is right here and now." And that's just so, it's just so powerful. Some people really look at making love as very powerful. And like when she just uses these words like heaven and earth touched me, and just, it just makes it feel like a poem or a story almost. And I just think it's just so fucking beautiful. I really do. Like each artist has an energy, you know, and like it's an energy that they're known for. And when they jump on a song and you hear the voice, you know who it is. And that's what this was for me. It was just, like, this is going to be top 5. It's a standout track for me. It stands out for Whitney, and I love it. Again, let me know your guys' top 5. We're about to get into that. The last song is called I'm Knocking. Oh, I like how her vocals are so low. This is giving a little 70s kind of. Just a little bit. Oh, this breakdown. Personally, I think that song was the perfect album ender. It's kind of a to be continued on this story. Let me get into it. Because throughout this album, she was throwing us hints of I love you and you need to make the decision on whether you love me or not. I cannot be going back and forth in these games, you know. This last song, I'm Knocking, she's like, this is it. I'm letting you know I'm here. I'm here. And if you're not willing to or ready to do that, let me know, because love is ready for me. You understand what I'm saying? I just think it's a perfect story for an album, and whoever wrote it did the fuck out of it. But let's get into the overall review and stuff. The album at first is great. It like starts you off really great, perfect like energy and tone for what you're about to get. There is that one song, what is that song? I think it's Anymore, that I just wasn't feeling, but instantly after that with Miracle brought me all the way back. And I was saying this, but this album is one of those albums that you can listen to all the way through without skipping a song. Now, that song, there's a few songs in here that I just, because I have a playlist that I add everybody has playlists that they add songs to, and sometimes there's a song that you like, but you just don't want to hear that often. But if it comes down to you just listening to the album, it's fine. And it is really good pop. Like, I could hear this stuff on the radio in the 90s for sure. It really had an inspiration for the new females that are in the industry right now. I'm gonna say Ariana Grande has a wonderful voice. I don't think it's as good as Whitney Houston's or Mariah Carey's at best, but she does have a really, really well voice, and I see Ariana Grande in this album. Like, I see Lady Gaga in this album. So it's not just like black artists that she is inspiring. It's the whole industry, and it's clear it's the voice for us. Now, I think this album was very important to the 90s, especially the early 90s, for female artists like Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey. I know Mariah was out before this and like way before this, but I just think it's important when there is an album that is just like just so legendary. You know, there's certain albums throughout history that are just so looked up upon and praised, and I feel like this is one of those albums. It was a turning point for females, and I really think that she took the down look at it, how people look down upon people trying to escape a decade or a certain sound. I really think she took that with a grain of salt, and she was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what you think or how you thinking. I'm about to just make an album and it's going to sound good. I don't think that she was purposely trying to sound like a new sound, because again, it was literally 1990. I don't think that she was trying to sound different or out of the box. I think she just had fun with it. This just sounded so well overall, like productive, vocally, melodies, lyrics, everything is it's sick. I view this album as like a kind of like a movie, almost like a 90s love movie. I don't know. Like I can't explain it, but like that's what it's giving me. It's just giving me that hopeful love vibe. I really should have did this album for Valentine's Day, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. Okay, now we're going to talk about my top 5 real quick. I want to know your guys' top 5. So let me know in the comments below if you have a top 5. My top 5 is After We Make Love, Miracle, All the Man That I Need, I'm Your Baby Tonight. I'm going to say Lover for Life. That was a beautiful song. I really do think. I think my top 5 is just like beautiful, but that's just my taste in particular. So let me know your top 5. But each song on this album has something that you can like and love. So no top 5 is bad, to be honest. This is just one of those albums. And now we need to get into this album cover, because I have something to say. And I'm just going to say it off bat. This album cover is so Lady Gaga 2000, I think it was 9, maybe 10, maybe 11, I don't know. But Born This Way album cover and Whitney Houston's I'm Your Baby Tonight. the similarities there, they're not the exact same because Lady Gaga is the bike itself, but the similarities there, it's uncanny. That's why I said this album was kind of giving me Lady Gaga. Like, Whitney Houston's vocals are so broad and uncomparable. I'm not comparing them to Lady Gaga at all, but Lady Gaga also has kind of a unique voice, and it kind of sounds like she's trying to mimic Whitney Houston in a way. Not to shit on Gaga because I kind of like Gaga, but you can just tell that something is just like, I don't know, maybe I'm bugging, but that's just how I feel. But this album cover is so cute. I love that background. I don't know if that's like some buildings or something, but the lights there, it's just an aesthetic. I love it so much, and I love the font for the words on this album cover. The white pants are doing it for me, baby. Like, it's like her, like, it's just so conceptually beautiful, the black and white of it all. And the bike, like, she's ready to roll. It's giving me powerful woman vibes, you know? And that's what this album honestly is. Even though it's a love album, it's pop, whatever, it's giving me, like, very powerful woman, you know? And I think that's very iconic. I can't wait to listen to the next one, you guys. But make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know your top 5. Let me know your thoughts. If I said anything wrong, please correct me. But I guess that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, motherfuckers.